Welcome, everyone. Let's get started. Today's webinar is about how to turn your one product page into a full funnel video campaign. Because as every marketer, knows or talks about these days, is that today's buyers, regardless if it's a B2B SaaS service, such as Storykit, or if it's skincare product or your newest lawn mower, today's buyers are more informed than ever because of the vast information that's right there at their fingertips. Not to get started about the word of mouth effect and huge amount of content and advertisement that's on social media. So it's hard. Of course, it's tough to get your message out there and to convince people that your product is the best. And I've said this every time, but I know that this background picture has nothing to do with product pages, but I just think it's very nice to look at. So you get to know us a bit more. This is from a kickoff we had a year ago or so. Before we get started, I just want to introduce myself so you know who you're looking at and listening to. My name is Heidi. I work as a community manager at Storykit, meaning I handle the distribution in our owned channels, such as social media, some emails. I do some digital events such as this. And most of all, no, not most of all, but what I really want you to know is that you're very welcome to join the Facebook group that I administer. It's called Video for Social Media. It's on Facebook. We're about 3,600 members at the moment, mostly Storykit users. So I try to at least weekly publish some inspiration or ways to create videos in Storykit that you might not have seen before, hopefully, and just share some nice to knows and how to. And you can always go in just to ask a question or ask for feedback, and I'd be happy to help. So welcome to join that group. And today's little agenda is this. We're going to talk about what kind of content you need for the different stages of the customer journey, the buyer's journey, the funnel, as you might call it. Just to, and we'll also try to contextualize the buyer's journey, what it is. I'm sure you know of it, but I guess, and I hope that the rest of my monologue will make more sense if we get into that a little bit. And then, of course, how to use AI to help you create the content you need and you want for your marketing plan. Because I've said this every time, but the key to success on social, I'm sure of at least, is distribution. That you need to publish frequently, and you need to stay active on either every channel or just the channels that you know resonates or where your audience is at. And then I'll give you 5 videos ideas that you can steal, and we'll make at least 3 videos in the AI. So I'll show you how to make them step by step. And of course, I'll try not to rabble away, which seemed to be one of my expertises in this world. We'll make sure that there's a time for a Q&A at the end. So what is the buyer's journey, or what is the full funnel approach that marketers are all about these days? Well, it's a process of how a potential buyer becomes aware of a product, how they consider and evaluate it, and when or how they decide to purchase a new product or service. Because especially when it comes to B2B, No one really wakes up in the morning and goes, today I'm going to buy Storykit, if they're not aware of it, if they haven't checked out all of the stuff that we do, if they haven't compared it to other video creating platforms out there. It's the buyer's journey is especially long when it comes to B2B, a bit shorter when it comes to B2C, I guess. But we need to convince them at every part of the journey why our product is the best suited for them. And as I said, the buyer is more informed than ever. So that's where we come in with the content that we do. And I think this is what really grasps content marketing these days, is that we need to turn, as a marketer, we need to turn our mindset from selling to helping someone. Yes, so this is just like a way that I'm going to try to conceptualize each buyer stage, is that we start at the awareness stage. As I said, no one wakes up, so we need to make sure that, well, at this stage, what people are doing is that they become aware that they have a problem, and they try to frame it in a way. Like they want to alleviate the problem that they have. And they want to contextualize and frame the problem. It could be like, I don't have a grill to make my barbecue, or I have, why do I have blackheads on my skin? I'm talking about blackheads and the pores, because that's the product we're going to use later. And they want to just see what's out there. Like they're going to hit Google and they're going to type in, what are blackheads, or why do I have them on my nose? That will be me. And then they're going to move down this funnel into a consideration stage. So they've defined it. Okay, I have blackheads because my skin produces a lot of sebum. I'm not really, I don't have any deep knowledge of this, so bear with me. But okay, I can't grill because I don't have the perfect one. And now they're considering options on how to solve this problem. Okay, so I heard about this amazing skincare product on Amazon that I saw some cool content about. I heard it from a friend, but I also know that this problem from the pharmacy exists. I'm going to check them both out and see which one I like the best. And then when I've done my research, I framed my problem. I've seen a lot of options. I'm going to evaluate them, and then I'm going to decide on the right one to administer the solution. I hope you know what I'm talking about, of course, because you've been doing this for years. So when it comes to us as marketers, the challenge on why we're not getting enough reach with our problems, with our products, might be because we're too general. We have 15 skincare products, and we're trying to bundle everything together in one post. We're just talking about our brand in general. We have this many years of expertise or experience within skincare, or did you know that we have 14 products on our website? That's just going to be too much to handle for me as a targeted person for them. And then, of course, we don't have enough time. We got so many products, so little time. We have every other work task on our table, and we know that we need to produce way more than we do. But how's that possible? And then there's also the problem, or the challenge, is that we forget the buyer's journey. We try to convince people to buy something before they've heard of us, or we're trying to make people consider the product that we have without taking the competitors into consideration. So we're trying to bundle everything together. We're trying to get as much as possible out there, but we forget the audience. So what we're going to discuss and try to solve is how we convince someone to buy our product of course, and also how can we convince someone that has a similar product that ours is the superior one, that ours is the best. I might even already have two blackhead fixing products in my bathroom, but how am I gonna get convinced that a third one is the absolute best? Well, the answer to all that is, of course, product content marketing. So let's dive a little deeper on the different stages so that the videos that we're going to create later makes even more sense. So at the awareness stage, let's say no one's ever heard of Storykit or the Aku resolution for a face. This is where we want to create informal but not salesy sales collateral that educates people along a path to purchase. We don't want to say just buy our product right now, but we need content to make people understand and frame and give a name to their problem. And this is also where we want to establish our authority and gain the trust of buyers who's just starting the journey. I'm not going to go for a specific problem because it has a awesome price, or because I saw a cool video. I'm going to buy it because I believe that this brand has enough knowledge about the problem that I have overall. And content that we can create in the awareness stage is, of course, the blog post that we have. If we have a white paper about our product, we can host webinars to make people become aware of a problem, such as you have a full product page, but you're not able to distribute it enough. And the social media posts that we already created. And I think it's just worth mentioning that, as I try to mention in every webinar, is that these videos that we're gonna make and that we're making on an everyday basis here, they're never supposed to replace the content that you've already made. You've already written your blog posts and your articles, you already hosted a webinar, and you've made these amazing infographics or the longer text posts on LinkedIn. And none of the videos are there to stop writing your articles or stop creating those social media posts that you already have. It's about giving them a second life with video, because I hope you know by now that videos are the absolute best distribution format there is. They're premiered, boosted by the platforms, because you're going to spend longer time watching a video than just reading a couple of sentences about a product. And the more time you spend on a post on social media, the platforms are going to send it out to people. It's going to increase your reach. This is, I will, even if I stopped working at Storykit, I will still be a video enthusiast. And it's also at the awareness stage when you want to frame a problem and you want to show off your knowledge and your authority. Video is the absolute best format for the storytelling that you're going to use. Okay, the next stage is the consideration stage. So now people have a name for a problem, and they're of course looking for ways to solve it. They're starting to do some of their own research and just understanding all of the available approaches to this problem. So now it's time to provide the buyer with resources to help them determine if our solution is the right for them. And of course, we want to convince our audience exactly how our product and service solves their problem. So now we're moving from a Storykit perspective, at least, we're moving from use any video creation tool that you like, but this is how you can get even more productive. This is how you can become better at a better storyteller. This is how you're gonna be able to write a better script, regardless of what product you're using. But now at the consideration stage, we're moving closer to the product itself. This is how other people have been using Storykit to increase reach or lower costs, do more video with less budget. And we're doing this by showing case studies and the amazing reviews that we have on Capterra or G2. So now we're moving closer to the product. People are comparing us to other solutions, and we're convincing them that this is where you're gonna go. And at the final decision stage, people are getting ready to spend their money, and they're gonna go with the provider that they like. Okay, this seems like a cool company. They know what they're doing. I trust them because I've seen a lot of content that resonates with me, and I've seen other people using it, and they seem to be happy. And now they want to know exactly what it would take to become a customer. Can I get a demo? Can I get a free trial? Can I try this out for free? Are there any offers? Can I get it at a lower price right now, which is going to convince me to actually take action? And the content is, of course, focused on this, but also why our product specifically. And we're going to use call to actions that's really like hands-on, buy now. This is why you're going to get it. We'll give you a personal walkthrough if it's a SaaS product, or like get this blackhead solution today. They've decided on a method and they're ready to take action. And I think it's also worth mentioning that, of course, this the journey is, of course, never linear. The person that's starting to decide whether or not Storykit or this skincare product is the right one for them is still going to need to be convinced at the awareness stage again. Okay, I think I made up my mind. Oh, and the next day, I see a post again, a video again about not the skincare specifically, but about other ways to use other more information about skincare in general. So we always have to return to the different stages because it's never linear. We want to go back, convince them again. Now they're ready to take action, but they need a little extra convincing awareness. So, as you understand, if we have to keep making content at all the stages, all of the time, at all stages of the funnel, that's going to be a lot of content. And as I said before, one of the main challenges of doing this is, of course, the time that we have. But we want to convince you that a product page is not just a product page. It's content enough for all of the stages of the funnel. And that's where the power of AI comes in. And if you're anything like me, I was not terrified of AI in the beginning, but I think it's just, I mean, my LinkedIn page, my LinkedIn feed these days are just overwhelming with AI content. This is how you write better prompts. This is how you can 50 ways to use AI, and don't forget to become awesome at AI because otherwise you're out the door, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think AI is ever going to replace our jobs, but the people that knows how to elevate AI, we are gonna make it through. Okay, so the solution to all of this is how to turn one piece. I've written an article here, but it's actually one product page into 6 videos. I made this just the other day. It took me 20 minutes. And we've always said at Storykit is that the golden rule to a good video is that you make one video with one message to one target audience. Don't try to bundle too many things up in once, because people are going to get confused and it's going to be too much information to take in. And of course, more videos means more distribution, and that's more reach. Okay, my presentation's over. I'm going to jump into the tool now. I hope you could follow me along in my rabbling. I'm at an old country house in the most southern part of Sweden, which means that the internet connection has been so and so this week. There was a huge like thunderstorm coming in last night, so I've been a bit worried about my internet connection, but I hope you're all with me still. And of course, feel free to jump in with any questions. Okay, so I'm gonna make this a little bigger for you. There we go. And we're into the tool. And because I'm gonna talk about that later. Okay, so when we wrote when my colleague, Maddie, our content manager, wrote the amazing piece article that for this webinar in the newsletter that we have, we decided to go with one of the best-selling blackhead removers product on Amazon, because this, to me, creating a video from this feels a bit intimidating to me. So I took something with a lot of there's prices here, there's other links, there's ratings, there are some information lines about this item. Well, it all seems a bit out of my comfort zone. So I decided, okay, if we can use the Lambiana Blackhead Remover Peel Off Mask for face and nose, which comes in 1.5 Oz, I know that we can take any product page, because I'm guessing that yours is a lot more aesthetic than this one. But let's see. I'm going to go for 3 videos today. We're going to start at the awareness stage. And I'm going to go with the creator that's called Basic Need. We can talk about these a little more later. And the screen sharing, of course, always makes stuff a bit slower. But we're going to, instead of skip to storyboard, to just start out with a blank piece of paper, we're going to click Write Script. And since this is a live TV, I've made some preparations. So I already have I've created an asset library for this project because I'm guessing that you as a product marketer have some assets on your specific product. But I'm not aware if I don't know if you've seen this little new feature that we have, which is include stock assets and music, meaning that if your product, if your asset library doesn't contain enough videos or image assets, it's actually going to pick some for you. So you don't have to do that yourself. And it will also, based on your script, come up with a song from the premium music library. Regardless if you have the premium music library feature function, it's gonna pick from there. So you got 27,000 songs. It may take a while to listen through all of those, but it's gonna choose one for us, which is gonna save me at least a lot of time. So I'm gonna go for the blank AI powered script. Click on that. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Excellent. And up here, I'm gonna click on this little lightning. And then I'm going to copy paste this product information. And copy paste that. I'm going to go down to the e-commerce creators that we have. So there's 6 of them, 2 at the awareness stage. It's the basic need and the how-to. There's 2 at the consideration stage, shopping the category, 3 strong. And then there's the, and the perfect 4, which is for the action decision stage. And then there's the simple product video that kind of, what's the word? It's an overall funnel kind of video. But we're going to start top of funnel, basic need. And this is the only, the e-commerce creators are the only creators that's actually going to step outside of your product, specific product information. You know, the rest of the creators, such as the teasers and the blog creators, the case stories and the job ads, they are never going to use any other source text than the one that you've given it as an input. So it's always going to use your message and your narrative and your story, and you're totally in control of the message. It's never going to go outside on the internet and try to find something else to put in your blog article video. But the e-commerce ones actually does. It's going to get, so if this is a skincare product, it's actually going to browse a bit about skincare just to get a more overview picture of it. So we're going to go for the basic need. I'm going to shove everything from the product page in there. It looks a bit crowded here, but that's fine. You can always use the optional instructions to specify a target audience if you want to. We don't have to do that today because this is the at the awareness stage. We want to convince or like attract as many people as possible. So I'm going to click create script. And my guess is that this is going to take maybe a few more seconds than usual because I'm in the middle of nowhere and I'm screen sharing. Went kind of fast. So as I said, I imported some assets to my library already. I just went in the video blocks search or the pixels, which is actually one of my favorites these days, very modern. And just took some overall assets of people using skincare, which is, there is, women is dominating the skincare category on all assets free stock. But that's, I guess, normal because most skincare brands target women. Okay, so at the basic need, this looks, it's actually using the Lambenas peel-off mask. But the story itself goes into just making people aware of the problem. So are you tired of having stubborn blackheads that won't seem to go away? Look no further than this one. Cool. And the assets look good. So I'm just going to view my storyboard. Very nice. There's a bunch of people here very happy with their skin that they're about to receive. I'm going to create that storyboard because I think it looks good. And 1, 2, 3, here we go. And since I had the include asset and music toggled in, it's given me a song, fashion and real estate, sexy synth pop. Okay, well, I guess that will do. And I'll create this video. And while that is generating, let's move a little further down the funnel. And I mean, you can also always consider these as drafts for your new video. Do you want to make some edits to it? Do you feel like you want to change one expression? Go ahead. But it's saving me a lot of time because at least now I have 3 drafts for 3 videos. Oh, soon I have. Okay. Consideration. We're going to go for a creator called shopping, the category. I'm going to use my favorite theme. It's called Aaron because that's the name of the AI. And all this is set by default. So we'll just create script. All right, I'm going to go for the next one, shopping the category. And this creator combines general advice on how to think about skincare in this, what's it called? Skincare in this instance. No, I am not an English native, so bear with me. But it's going to combine general advice on how to think while also mentioning the specific product. I think yes, it's still there, pasted. So create that script. Let's see how this is doing. Yes, it's done. We can watch that meanwhile. So this is a little bit longer. You see it's 55 seconds because it talks about skincare in general and how this makes people aware of the product itself. Say goodbye to stubborn blackheads. Yes, please. Tired of having stubborn blackheads that won't seem to go away? Look no further. And they are so happy because they are getting clear skin in just a couple of days. Very good. Thank you for that. We'll see how this is doing. I hope you're all staying hydrated. I know it's warm all over Europe right now. The weather in Sweden has been really on and off lately. It's pouring down one day and then there's 27 degrees the next. I feel like do you remember TV shop? That's at least what it was called in Sweden 20 years ago. Just long TV shows with people cutting bread. Are you tired of your knife not performing? This is the new kind of TV shop, but consumed on your it doesn't usually take this long. I guess it's my internet. We'll just get started with the last one. So we keep ourselves busy while stuff's going on in the background. Okay, we've come to the decision part of the funnel. And this is where I'm going to use the perfect 4. This is what you have to do when things aren't going exactly the way it's supposed to. You have to keep entertaining yourself. So let's talk a little bit about the perfect 4 creator. This one loves the optional instruction to specify a specific target audience. But this is going to focus on the exact product, and it's not traversing into any categories, just going to talk about your target audience is, I'm going to just use myself, women 30 to 35 years old. I haven't used the optional instructions that much, so we'll see how this goes. How about this one? Oh, it's still working. What if I made it all go away. I'm sorry. What was the one? Shopping the category. Maybe I'm like overdoing stuff now, and this is why. Okay. Oh, look at this. So this is, now we're moving back and forth a bit. I'm sorry about that, but this is at the action stage of the funnel. It's the decision-making time. And it's this headline is going to convince me that I'm the right person for it. Lambena Blackhead Remover, a great solution for women 30 to 35. Lambena's Blackhead Remover is designed to effectively purify and smooth skin by eliminating blackheads, whiteheads. At the Lambena store, you'll find a wide collection of similar products, as well as knowledgeable customer service staff to help you find the perfect one for your needs. So it's gone for the optimal results, and that it's ideal for removing blackheads and fine hairs. Okay. Blackheads can be used on the forehead, nose, chin, or cheeks to leave skin flawless. Cool. I'm gonna go for this. No, sorry. How about this one? She is not 30 to 35, but that's fine. No, oh, sorry. I was supposed to click on the view storyboard, not the create script. Okay, it's gonna do this again for me. Okay, but here we have the consideration stage. It's the shopping the category, which means that it's gonna combine general advice on how to think about skincare and blackheads, and then also mention the specific product. So are you looking for a convenient way to get rid of pesky blackheads? The strips are a great solution for anyone looking to clear their pores. Okay, very nice. Did you know that blackhead strips can also help reduce fine hairs? That's the thing about skincare products. You're not aware of a problem, and then you realize, what, do I have too many fine hairs on my face? But let's not get into that. Okay, view storyboard. Looks great. I like it. I like it a lot. Read more about Lambena Blackhead Remover Peel-Off Mask and find out how it can help you achieve perfect skin. So this was also a bit longer. It's 121, but you can always remove stuff. If you think it's too long, you can add things, but you have a great storytelling script. It's going to work out of many years of experience of storytelling and editorial tricks. Okay. And this one, the perfect for the action. So as you can see, it's only 33 seconds long. That's up here. Because that's what people say. Something else I'm always mentioning, but it's just because I really like to have some clear arguments on things, is that we met with LinkedIn a couple of months ago, and one of the most common questions that we get from users is, how long is a video supposed to be? And we always say, well, make it long enough, as long as you can keep the audience engaged with it. As long as you have a great story, the video can be 30 minutes long, but when you're trying to convince someone, when you're making videos with clear, ads, keep them 15 to 30 seconds long. If you have a longer storytelling video for awareness, it can be up to 60 seconds at least. Okay. Excellent. Create, please. And, oh, I forgot to click create here. Okay. So I'm not sure how long I was talking before we started, but I mean, we took one product page of this Blackhead Remover Peel-Off Mask, and in just a small couple of minutes, we soon have 3 videos for every stage at the funnel. And I mean, this is perfect for when you want to produce and schedule a lot of videos in bulks. I do not mean to brag here, but last week I made 80 videos in about 3 days because I'm going on vacation tomorrow, but I still want to keep the activity strong on our social channels. So I still want to post at least once a day on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter. And that's 5 videos a week for 5 platforms. That's 25 videos a week. I'm away for 4 weeks. That's 25 times 4 is 100 videos. We have a question. Let's see. Oh, Helen asks, does this also work in other languages than Sweden? Yes, thank you for a very good question. It does. If we go back to the the script, sorry. I have an input text that's in English and I want the video to be in English, but I can change that. If my input text is in, for example, Swedish, and I want the output video to be in French, it's going to translate it for me. But we can go for, since this one is in English, but let's say I want it in Swedish because that's the only, Swedish or Norwegian is the only language I can actually like proofread, make sure it's okay. Let's see what happens. This is still under development. I have to say, we're working on it constantly, so it's getting better and better. But if you're a native Swedish speaker and you have your product text in English, at least you get like an outline in Swedish that you can make small edits to. But this is very exciting. Let's see if that works. So we have all the some of the biggest European languages, at least for now. Okay. So this is translated it. This will make much sense to the to all of you in this webinar, because I know that there's a lot of you from other countries. But okay, so it says, ta bort dina svarta pormaskar med lambena, remove your blackheads with lambena. Svarta pormaskar, I'm not really sure if that's a perfect translation, but it works. Get rid of them by using product that cleanses your pores and improves on your skin texture. So yes, thank you, Helen, for asking that question. You can use different languages, definitely. Okay, so now the consideration shopping the category video is done. We don't have to look through the whole thing, but also let me know if you have any questions regarding slide types and so. I know that that happens occasionally in these webinars, because I've created a theme for this project that I'm in, that I usually use. So I just picked out my favorites. Here's the simple slide, of course. I mean, she looks super happy with her skin, thanks to using this. Powerful enough without irritating. This is the swipe plate. Thank you so much for joining. And I look forward to seeing you again in August. And if you have any questions or thoughts, please let me know. Okay, bye.